quite late. I'm quite late. Peace in Pan Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. I'm a little bit late. I got an international call, and I had to, entertain my um, very important guest from Angola, from Uganda, excuse me, from Uganda. I had to keep busy and speak about Paseta businesses because of it's a very important person that was calling. Anyway, it's Saturday today. Um, our second live in 2 days. I'm very impressed with myself. I've not been doing lives that like I'm supposed to uh, be doing. A YouTuber should be doing a lot of lives. Intern think, my lord, I apologize again for being late. I apologize. I saw you said you were waiting. My apologies for that. Please click the like button, three dots somewhere here, and click the like button so that we can continue. We're speaking about Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema, and I'm asking the question, what happened? What happened? What happened? Thank you for the forgiveness. Thank you so much for the forgiveness. I'm asking the question, what happened? What happened? I man, these guys are fighting, not really fighting the physical fight and whatever, but the way the things happened, it's like I even want to give credit to some young girl. Like there's a woman involved here somewhere. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I was very moved with what Floyd said in that interview with Dr. Shivambu Welsh. And Millicent, welcome. Thank you so much. And I was like, hey, Bafetu. Abu Floyd, they were saying, I remember Julius saying, for him and Floyd to fight, they have to slaughter a cow. It's like me and Floyd are never going to fight. You guys will have to slaughter a cow, stop dividing us. That thing will never happen. I remember Floyd saying, "No, we have surpassed. We have surpassed this thing of comrade. We are now brothers and everything. Of course, after the breakup, they all changed and everything. Someone says, switched said, I like Floyd. This is not we like Julius or I like Floyd type of a thing. We're trying to understand actually what happened. What happened? He did give us some ideas, and I hate it when men do that, man. I hate it when a man, out of a relationship that broke up, a friendship that broke up, and still gives us speaks in codes, does not speak straight away to say, listen, you know what? When it comes to me and Julius Malema, this is what happened, and this is what happened, and I did not appreciate this and this and this and that. Don't speak in parables so that we can guess and assume and try to understand what is it that you were saying. News cartel, welcome, welcome. We must stop trusting politicians with our lives and our livelihood. Go out there, build a relationship, connect with the right people, and get a piece of cake. Every man for himself. Oh, I can't say that's not true. I can't say that's not true. That's what we actually preach. Don't trust these people. Don't trust the people. So when the EFF stood with Floyd while everyone was accusing him about looting VBS, all that meant nothing. It meant nothing. Of course, it meant nothing. You can go and say whatever you want. These guys, they change colors. They change colors. Even our president, who Jacob Zuma, who's in the MK, still says, I'm ANC. How confusing is that? Ulaki Uti, it's clear that something, it's clear there's something, but whatever it was, it really is worth that they part ways. Was it really worth that they part ways? I am not really happy. Those two are going far together. We're going far together. Yes, you are quite correct. There is something that happened there. There's something that definitely happened there. The people act as if they are fighting in front of us. That's my first video. I said it, this is planned, man. It cannot be that Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema are separating. I was shocked. But later on, I later saw that this is denial, man. This is denial. Because of that press conference. That press conference was so settled, so mature, so mutual respect and everything. There was no bad blood on it. So I thought, but looks like something is happening. Tebogo is saying, I don't believe anything that comes out of politicians' minds. Very good for you, Tebogo. Eric Good says Floyd must tell us exactly what happened. That's what I'm saying. What happened? Did someone take someone's girlfriend? Did someone steal someone's money? Did someone take the VBS card and buy 90,000 rand shoes? What happened? Somebody tell us something. Something definitely happened. King, I'm not play favoritism. Floyd respond about leaving the gestures. He was licking and facial expression tell you that they reach an impasse where he felt he was not being heard. I hear you. Yeah, obviously that also is part of what is going on. Floyd felt like he can't get through Julius Malema. Floyd wants to be a minister of the wanted to be a minister in the government of national confusion, and Malema refused. Yes, that one I picked it up, that Floyd did not have a problem of being part of the government of national unity, and Julius Malema said absolutely no. So that also played a factor. You are quite correct. It's either there was a power struggle or a woman that was involved. A woman, don't underestimate a slay queen. I promise you. Kemiso Are, I so wish they could keep the fallout private. It's politics. It's impossible, my queen. It's impossible to keep it private. Exactly. Something definitely happened. Yes, something definitely happened. My numbers, please. My member, please. We want to come and live at that land of yours, and we leave these people. We're gonna leave these people alone. Now we're building a mega city. According to my view, Floyd is very mature and respectful for EFF politics, and he is very smart. He is smart, but Floyd can't be Julius Malema, and Julius Malema can't be Floyd. Julius Malema is the perfect person to lead the EFF, because Julius Malema has got the it factor, like Jacob Zuma. Floyd Shivambu does not have that. He's not a crowd puller. He's a crowd keeper. You pull the crowd, and then Floyd will keep them with policies, with structural integrity and everything. But he's not a crowd puller, if you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to miss any comments, guys. I don't want to miss any comments. According to my views, I already read that one. Must the CIC respond? I will be interested. Yeah. He's gonna respond at a particular right time. Because remember, Floyd knew what he was doing. So whether the CIC responds or not, the impact is done. And the impact is, I told everybody that I'm leaving except you. So look at this leadership that you are having around you, and remember that they knew that I was going. You are the only person that did not know. So even though Julius responds or he does not respond, that is going to ring in his head. Floyd just wanted to further divide the EFF. He said a majority of the top leadership knew that he was leaving. So he wants to affect the People's Assembly. I agree. That's what I just said. So, do we have a champion as progressive, or do we have to do things ourselves, starting with Paseda? Never trust politicians. Remember, the political system on itself, it is created that African people must not win. If we start our own organizations, our own institutions, our own school, we can win in that way, in that manner. The political system can still stop us, but that is our best chance. With our government, I forget. Listen, hear it from me, who works from government. King, how are you? Are you? How are you, my fellow people? No, no, we are blessed. Thank you. You're welcome. But King, we need a leader that is decent, not someone who insults people, even the elder. Julius Malema is wrong for doing that. Julius Malema is wrong for doing that. It got him. It got him the fame and the attention that he needed in the beginning. But as he's also getting old, he's an old man now. He's 43, 44 years old. It's no longer fun hearing someone is insulting somebody. It's not a good exemplary calling people with names. If you say Ramapalapala, is fine, but if you say Ramko, look at this one, and those type of things, they are not good. But Floyd must not act as if he was not doing the same. Floyd must not make us go back to old clips and bring back what he was saying. He must not try to gain a soft points with Julius Malema, because the internet never lies. We will go and fish all of those things. Maybe actually I must do that. So yeah, regrand. Monati Dinsang fella, my brother. Are Monati fella. I feel, character is important, King, and unity of black people. I agree with that. All good. We have to do everything ourselves. We shall unite and build. Yes, we have to. We have to, King. Whatever happens between Julius and Floyd is huge. It's huge. And unfortunately, none of them can tell us what happened. Because I think part of it is also criminal. Part of it is also criminal. I'm assuming. Part of it has to do with money, because only money can make people fight like this. Only women can make people fight like this. Everything else can be fixed. King, what's your take on the German guy who has shares in the Reserve Bank? Yes. There's many people. There's the German family that has in the Reserve Bank, and including his family. Yes, but he's not born here. White monopoly capitalists control us. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing. They control us. That's why Paseta will have its own currency. Paseta will have its own currency. So when you get in Paseta Gate, you will go there by the reception. You will give them their 100 rand, your South African 100 rand, and they will exchange it with Paseta currency, so that you can shop and do things in our school. We're not gonna play around with the Reserve Bank's money. Why our black leaders always fight each other? Cyril and Zuma, and now Floyd and Julius it looks like we are divided always. That's the problem. That's what kills us as Africans. Ish hope it's not criminal. It is criminal. Why is Floyd not saying it? It's either, like I said, it's either a woman or money that made these guys fight like King. Do you think that the MK will trust Floyd sitting next to them after the story? I'm afraid not. No. Remember how Floyd was attacking with Jacob Zuma. You remember how Floyd was attacking with Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma is 10 steps ahead of Floyd, and Floyd he's not aware. He's not aware. VBS, Juju broke with FS. With FS, what's FS? FS is in Free State to me. But the fight between these guys is not new. Look at Mbeki and Zuma, Shilowa and Likota. Yeah. Yeah, it's not new. It comes from far. It comes from long time ago. But my problem is, if Floyd was looking at Julius and saying, I can lead this organization better, Floyd was misshooting there. He can't lead the EFF better. The people of EFF will not follow Floyd the same as they will follow Julius Malema. Remember, it is Abu Floyd and them who went to Julius and said, let's open a political party. It's not Julius that went to them and said, let's open the party. They went and convinced him to say, he was sitting in his farm doing his things, according to the story they tell us. He was sitting there and they said, Julius, let's open a political party, because they knew they needed a character like Julius Malema. So people say, hey, Mbuyisane Ndlozi. I love Mbuyisane Ndlozi with all my heart. He cannot be a political party leader. No ways. No ways. You can go in the comment section and tell me if you agree. There is a lot to happen in the EFF. Don't get me wrong, King, because I love the EFF, but the skeptical. I'm skeptical about Malema's leadership style. He sounds like belittling other fellows. Yeah, there is that, but let's be careful that the narrative must not be pushed by mainstream media and we end up turning against Julius Malema and forgetting that he's one of us. He is truly one of us. But I hear what you are saying. Josie needs to step up and Julius can be the Helen of the EFF. It's still early for that. It's still early for that, but I hear you. Are you saying the EFF is centered around Julius? Right now it is. Right now it is. Many parties, it's not only the EFF. The ATM is centered around Vuyo Zungula. The PA is centered around Gayton Mackenzie. Action SA is centered around Herman Masaba. And MK is centered around Jacob Zuma. I can go on and on. It's not a bad thing that the party is centered around someone. It's not a bad thing, because at the end of the day, you need the leader. You need the leader. Look at what happened when Lumumba passed away. Look at what happened when Samora Machel passed away. Look at what happened when Thomas Sankara passed away. It is those people that had the X factor that other leaders did not have. And that's not a bad thing. For me, it's not a bad thing. It's not. It's like when somebody says, hey, someone is a dictator, whatever. I say, so what? So what? Dictatorship is a style of leadership. It's either you submit under it or you don't. You choose, but don't submit under a dictator. And when the dictator dictates, then you've got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I think Julius must sit down with leadership quickly and ask them to forgive where he made a mistake. Made a mistake. Leaders have a mistake. He must just humble himself. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that because you don't want to completely, Matthew. You are quite correct. You don't want to completely lose the integrity of the glue in your leadership. You must tell them, hey guys, I can see that some of you have wronged you. I'm not sure if what Floyd is saying is true, that some of you knew before he left and everything. But I want to say, I'm sorry. Let's work together. Let's build the EFF or whatever the case can be. But remember, other people might take that as a sign of weakness. So that's the problem that is going on. If it's criminal, I believe that Jay-Z has something on Floyd. It's not to forget that Jay-Z has an intelligence in the country. Yeah, that's that's a point. That's a point. And again, I don't understand why people say Floyd betrayed Julius Malema. Floyd left the EFF, not Julius. Yeah, you don't understand brotherhood. You don't understand brotherhood. We started the party together. You don't leave the party, you leave me. because whatever it is that you can do in the MK, you can do in our party. That's what people mean by saying he left Julius. They started the party together, so, and we saw, and they were deputy and deputy and president, so we saw them as one unit. In fact, Floyd Shivambu and Julius Malema was said to be the best pairing of deputy and president in South Africa for a long time. So he left Julius. That one must not be mistaken. Yes, also he left the EFF, but mainly you can hear with the men's responses that he had a problem with Julius, because they will all turn around and say, but the policies of the EFF, they are fine. The policies of the EFF, they are good. The EFF has got good leaders, but then they still leave the EFF. There's something wrong with Julius' relationship with Floyd. Gaddafi was also a good for Libya, even though he was called a dictator. Exactly. Gaddafi was a dictator. Mugabe was a dictator. You understand? Me and you, we don't love Mugabe, but go and check the people of Zimbabwe, most of them, especially the elders, how much they love Mugabe. If as a man or a leader, you cannot outright say what is bothering you, you are a weak and not to be followed. If you do not have a brotherhood, you must not be fighting for another liberation. You are a coward. Listen, I agree with you. I agree with you. Me, now, if I had, guys, we are grown men with children. First press conference. After telling you secretly in the first press conference, I will tell everybody that, listen, I've got a problem with Floyd. Floyd's mouth stinks. He swears at young people, at old people, and he's swearing. I warned him this time, he didn't listen. I warned him again, he did not listen. Secondly, Floyd did 1, 2, 3 straight. So when I leave the party, the people know why I left the party. We don't know why Floyd left the EFF. You understand? Julius himself said him and Floyd met in the trenches. Yes, that's what they said. They met in the trenches, not in the club and at the church or blah, 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 blah. What happened to that? At the church, nobody saw anything wrong with that. Yes, but Julius also said that in the EFF, the person that gave him water is Floyd. Julius said when he told his children, if I pass away, go to Uncle Floyd. Those people were more than comrades. Let's stop pretending as if it was not so. Zuma is the master of South Africa. Zuma is playing all of us here. All of us. All of us. He's playing all of us. And the first person Julius must approach is Dr. Ndlozi and sit down with him because Ndlozi is loved by the EFF members, and ask him to help him where he can. The relationship, I said this last year. I wish I can get the clips because I've got so many videos that I do. I said this last year. I'll try to find the video. I said this last year that there's something wrong with the relationship between Ndlozi and Julius Malema. And I don't think it is going to get any better. I don't think Julius and Ndlozi's relationship is going to get any better. So I think there is something wrong with the EFF. The issue is that the numbers of the MK are rising, so the EFF leader, especially old ones, are trying to secure permanent position. It's difficult. It's difficult. After the small decline of Julius, and Julius said, I won't be removed by boys. Remember, there are some age group, these guys, same age group, these guys. Malema is just vocal according to me. He cannot maintain what he built. Yes, Julius Malema has made some statements that, because of his big mouth, those words are coming back to bite him. King, what if Juju don't listen to others where they say something to him, when they say something to him? Yes, I don't think Julius Malema is a person that easily takes people's opinions and everything. But still, as a man, as a grown man with a beard, married, and you've got children, you must never be afraid to voice out your opinion, whether it's been taken or not. You must say it. You must say it. Say, hey, listen. And in public, you must also say it. You remember when Gwede Mantashe was saying Fikile Mbalula gets excited when he sees cameras, when Fikile was speaking about the fire pool. You must not defend him when he's talking nonsense. Gwede Mantashe came out and said, no one, Fikile is getting excited when he sees cameras. He was not supposed to say that. It was wrong. That's how you must be. You say, no, Julius Malema, when he said that, that's not the stance of EFF. We as EFF members, our policy says 1, 2, 3. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. And Josie is irrelevant in politics. He's not one you can take serious. You can take him serious. He's a crowd puller. But he's not a leader as such. He's not a leader as such. I just want to remind everyone that there is now an Uber Eats campaign promoting members at a cost of, what nonsense are you typing now? Let's rather give our 50 rand to Paseta. Ah, my ninja. Okay, so yeah, that's a nice way of promoting the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We are busy with the board and the gate and everything, the design of it. So very soon you guys will be seeing the design of the gate and everything. I want the gate of Paseta to be so beautiful that people can just stop when they are passing and just take pictures there. Yeah, the way it's so beautiful and so designed, I want people to just stop, take pictures, and go. So that's what I want to do. Thank you so much for that invite of the Uber Eats and 50 rand and everything. Those will be a do or die for the EFF come the National People's Assembly. Julius must just swallow his pride and allow others to lead. There's no others to lead. I promise you, there's no others to lead. Julius leaves that party or steps aside or allow others to lead, the EFF will not even see 4%. I promise you. The relationship between Josie and Juju, I think, is because Josie was brought by Floyd in, and I think Josie and Floyd still have best friends. Yes, I agree. Tidiso Zuma, he's taking South Africa down and cliff again, but many down the cliff again, okay, down the cliff again, but many of you gonna see that after passed away, you guys won't live long. He's old, but Juju is the best. I disagree with that. There's no Zuma that's taking South Africa down. We are in a blink of a dominant of ANC and Batin and the Democratic Alliance, and the MK is the only party that can stop those people in terms of numbers. The EFF is still far, 10%. If they improve double, they will be only at 20%. So the MK, if they improve double, they will be past 30%. They can do some serious damage. So Zuma is not taking us down at all. Like I said, as Pan-Africanists, let's not fall into the umbrellas of our political banners, if you understand what I'm saying. Josie reacts to Blade Zimande comments. You can see that he was spot on. Yeah, he was spot on. So why we could not everything Floyd said as the truth without the hearing the other side. No, nobody must take anything that Floyd said as the 100% truth. If you do that, you are stupid. You don't understand politics well. Sorry, because people are so are so sensitive. If you make a mistake of accepting everything that Floyd has said as truth, there's something you don't understand politics. Let me say that. I retrieved a statement of stupidity. King Zuma loves this country. Zuma is not taking this country down. Zuma is fighting for us. That goes without saying. Malema must also self-introspect and reduce his sense of importance. The title of CIC seems to have gotten in his head. I agree. Malema must self-introspect. I agree. Malema must sit down with himself and say, yo, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the common denominator. He really must do that. Msholozi is a God-given gift to South Africa. I agree. Guys, without the MK, we are in so much trouble in South Africa. We as African people, the ANC and the DA will dominate us for years if it was not for the MK. Unity and stability is lost to us blacks. The Queen of England can rule till she dies, have advisors, but remain the anchor. But blacks organizations, they must change leaders each and every flippant day, like and like underpants. Malema stays put. Yeah, no, I say Malema must stay, man. No, Malema must stay. Malema is young. He's not old to where we can say he must move. He's been ruling for 30 years. No, Malema is young. Leave Malema alone. People will always take Julius' side, especially when EFF members, when members of the EFF, they idolize the man too much. Listen to me very careful. There is nothing wrong with that. You hear what I'm saying, my African people? There is nothing wrong with idolizing Jacob Zuma. There is nothing wrong in idolizing Patrice Lumumba. There is nothing wrong with idolizing Chris Hani. There is nothing wrong with idolizing Thomas Sankara. There is nothing wrong. The white people have made us to hate it when one of us is rising up above the others. That is why Chris Hani was unalived, because people were idolizing him and they had to get rid of him. He was more famous than Malema. Not Malema. More famous than Mandela. There is nothing wrong. But in idolizing a person, don't make them listen. There's two options. It's either you love a person and you follow their ideology and you still have that passion inside to say, I know they are human, they can make mistakes. There's nothing perfect about Julius Malema. There's nothing perfect about Jacob Zuma. But are they fighting our enemy? Yes or no? Yes, that's the question. That's the answer. Then you follow them. At Pan-Africanist, you are right, man. But the youth is doing it is because our youth does not put their hand up, because no one is leave Zuma to lead. The wisdom. There's wisdom in the elders. Yes, I agree. There's everything wrong because you never challenge that the master says. Have you ever had the people of Freedom Front Plus challenge what the master said? Have you ever had the people of the National Party challenge what de Klerk was saying? Why is it that you African people must always challenge the master? Why do you call him the master, then you challenge him? Somebody teaches you karate. Somebody teaches you boxing. Somebody teaches you soccer. But now you know so much that you can challenge the master. That is something wrong with us African people. Because even me, there's going to come a time when somebody says, no, I can run Paseta better than you. You understand? It will take wisdom to say, okay, let them run Paseta as much as they want it. Because African people, they challenge leaders. Who, like somebody typed here, said, who's challenging the Queen of England to say, you've been queen too long now. You've been too long queen now. We are taking you out. It's only us Africans who behave like this. It's only us. So think about what you are saying. Think about it. I'm not a fan of Juju, but I like him. I hope he can have someone will guide him, like former Chief Justice Mongomo. Sorry for wrong spelling. Mogoeng, I think you wanted to say Mogoeng. I mean, Judge, I can't pronounce his name. I think you say Mogoeng. King CIC Malema sold out. We all know. Go listen to the guy from Zanu PF. I'm not gonna listen to a guy from Zanu PF. No, if you're talking about sellouts, you're talking about the ZANU PF that is giving millions of rents back to white people to reopen farms. No, I'm not listening to anything that ZANU PF said. Just bangdina kanjani lapho. EFF must recruit final judge Mogoeng. Yeah, I agree. And Panyaza. Yeah, that would be nice. Panyaza in the EFF, that would be crazy. First choice of leader. Your comments are coming in so much. First, choose a leader and then follow him. Why challenge the person you choose? Exactly. You challenge him. You know he's not perfect. You make him the leader, and then you are like, no, I can lead better. No, go and start your own organization and lead better. And what surprised me surprised me in fighters' respect. Juju, and they don't even call him by his name, Sillo. They don't even call him by his name, Sillo. Would you call Advocate Mpofu by his name and others? And in terms of the respect, at least call them fighters. Okay, King, I'm noticing this worrying trend on YouTube by South African YouTubers who analyze politics. They slowly becoming more like mainstream media. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I hope I'm not one of those people. I hope I'm not one of those people. I can't be. I can't be betrayed by boys. I made them. Imagine your father being addressed as such. Yeah, that's wrong for Julius to have said. Thank you, Mr. King, for this live communication. I love the EFF, and nothing will change me. That's good. That's good. Floyd was winning until he gave this interview. Hey, yeah. Best comment here. Christopher, we now see him for who he is. Coward, a sellout. I'm Kenyan. We only know Juju. Floyd is not. Floyd is not. Yeah, I agree. Floyd was winning up until he gave this interview. This interview made us to say, Emma, why are you throwing the other leaders under the bus? Saying, no, everybody knew I was going except for you, Julius. You, Julius, you're the only person that did not know. All these other ones, I told them. And by the way, all of them are cowards because they are scared to express their view. So I agree with that point from Christopher to say Floyd was winning up until this interview. I support the CIC all the way. The man has ability to take and the movement to out of the current problem and to the top. Thank you, King. Yes, I agree. But that top that you're talking about, if top means the EFF being a party that can get 51%, that top is not going to happen now. I believe Juju, he's still standing for us as black of Africans. And what I love about him is that the best in Africa. I love him, Juju. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm reading that, but I understand what you're saying. Juju is still standing for us. He's one of the best in South Africa. That the whole world recognizes him, the way he is, and he's the best in Africa. I love Juju. I love Julius Malema also. I agree with you. MK is making inroad in Limpopo. And let them continue playing the man Floyd. 2026 Amande Bayo Kala, Abanye Bayo Kala, Abanye Bayo Kala. The SMG interview was meant to seed uh, of mistrust in the EFF. The MK is still on the attack. Yeah, yeah, that interview was made to cause confusion in the camp of the EFF going into the election in December. It's going to go crazy. I agree with you on that one. I agree. The commander will be very careful around Floyd after this interview. They will not trust him after this, as he could step them too. Yeah, yeah, like I said, because at the end of the day, we need the MK to work with the EFF in the future. So if that is to happen in negotiations, you don't want Floyd to be in the same negotiation room with Julius. I King, take your time when reading these comments. No, you know what happens? There is color coding because of my shirt and how the comments look and everything. So excuse me, and the comments keep on moving up and down as I'm reading, and I'm not a good reader, so excuse me. As long as you get what I'm trying to say, man. As long as you get the point. Thank you so much. I'll try to take my time. Yes, I mean, Judge Mogoeng, even can help a lot. Elders, people are mature. They don't take things personal. Look at Gwede, always calm, and I think is that help Jay-Z. When you are old, you don't get emotional. Yeah, and the other people are laughing at my reading, but I'm still strong. I'm still strong. Yes, my brother, will Paseta have African history as a subject? Accreditation is very important in the school curriculum. Okay. I think the question was going to be better asked is, will Paseta teach African history? The answer is yes. But will Paseta have the history of King Shaka as a subject, or the history of the queen, what's the queen of Ethiopia again? As when they write test, the answer is no. But our children will know about those things because we will teach them about the proper African history. Over and above what the children do in the class, will be having people coming from outside, from Africa, coming and teaching politics, teaching African history, indigenous trees and roots, indigenous ways of healing, what type of plants to eat and everything. That will not be part of the school curriculum, but it will be some activities that are extra that we give to the school. You understand? Because there is no test of African history in the confluence of the school curriculum in South Africa right now. You understand what I'm saying? My brother will pass it. Okay, I've already read that. Floyd is playing politics by dividing the EFF by what he said in that interview. Very smart of Floyd, very smart, but it's not well received by people. Like I said, like someone said, he was winning up until this interview. He was really sent to say, no, go and plant a bomb that is going to explode that whole leadership of the EFF. And Floyd did that, and I'm sure it's going to work. I'm sure, because it means Dalimpofu and Abonklosi knew way before that Floyd was going. And again, we're acting as if what Floyd said is 100% true. He might be lying. He might be telling us half truths. And then let's say Floyd told one person in the leadership, and then he says some of the leaders they knew. Or some of the leaders knew. It's a very tricky sentence, so we'll never know if he was telling the truth or not. Recently Juju has lost himself. Vast thy comment. Recently, Juju has lost himself. He's now indoors. Other things suggested by fighters on X. Ne? An example is the deployment of parliament for the CR7 MP. He should get back to his field. Man, Christopher, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So much has happened. Julius Malema is also human. He's also human. I hear you. All I need is for someone to work together. At least now you have no idea how much we need each other for us to get past this bridge. It's bigger than we think. Yeah, and some people say I can't read. Some people can't type. So I'm trying to read to the best of my ability. I agree with that. We need us. We need each other so much. I love you, my king, and ideology behind Paseta, and stay strong for us. And I love Juju, and Floyd won't win with this marathon. EFF will stay strong. Thank you so much, CD. Blessed love back to you also. Floyd had to stand for himself. CIC said much about the extended to him, parents and all the men. He was supposed to take a stand. Ne? Anyway, I love Floyd and I understand him on that interview. My EFF. Thank you so much. With Paseta, will Paseta teach us how to do mining as we have a lot of mines in our continent? Remember, Paseta is not a college. Paseta is not a university. Paseta is for school children. Marshall Dlamini is the source of the fallout between White and Tenyo. There is a perception out there that Juju is scared of Marshall. No, if you think Julius Malema is scared of Marshall, you don't know Julius. I wonder what made Busisiwe Mkhwebane leave the EFF. The husband, and I think I support Busisiwe Mkhwebane leaving the EFF. I said it even when she joined that she's not a perfect fit for the EFF because she's not a seasonal politician. She can't run the ground properly the way Julius Malema. Julius Malema will say, if you can't fill a bus, you are fired. So because of her qualifications and everything, she will not be able to sit under a person like Julius Malema. The same is going to happen in Mpumalanga as her provincial convener. I don't think she's up for that task. She's going to try, but she won't be up for that task. She won't be able to handle comrades when they make noise like they did now, picketing outside. So I support her leaving. I know Clement will make things worse. He's going to invite Floyd. I hope Floyd will be sober, not trying to fight back. Because Season Pofu was not pushing in that interview. There are so many follow-up questions that Dr. Pofu could have asked, but he didn't. He just allowed Floyd to say things without interrogating them properly. Clement, my homeboy, will not leave Floyd to make those statements. He won't. When Floyd laughed while being interviewed, you must know he is lying. He is. He is. There were some lies there. Some half truths were told there. Read as best as you can, my brother. Some of us can't read our own mother tongue. Yes. Yeah, not me. Mina ngifunda almost all the languages in South Africa and speak all of them except for Shivenda. Shivenda I can hear properly, but responding becomes a problem. But all the other languages in South Africa and outside South Africa, I can speak very well. King, do you think that we black people can be too critical of black parties and leaders, especially the progressive ones, but we can be less critical on the other parties? Like, exactly. Thank you so much, Tebogo. That's what I said. That's what I said. Why are we pretending as if Julius Malema is perfect? As long as this thing is moving and is going forward, let the man lead. I mean, look at what Zuma is doing in the MK. This thing is moving and it's going forward. Let's stop being too critical of our leaders. When have you heard the DA criticize that matriculant John Steenhuisen? That man knows nothing. When have you heard those people criticize that man? It is only us who behave like this. Thank you so much for that comment. Thank you so much for that comment. You know, we've got a problem. I'm sure there's someone that can do Paseta better than me. I'm 100% sure there's someone better, connected, better, informed, better, whatever. But right now, as we speak, in the past 3 months, this Paseta ship has been moving forward. Can we just appreciate that this flipping thing is moving forward? You know, Buffett, thank you so much for that comment. Gulam says that MK received every other deliberate from the deliberation from the EFF. Who could it be? Njozi? Yeah, you see, that's very difficult. We'll never know who is maybe is informing them. Floyd said he came out with this name EFF. Politic is a movie. Did he say that? I actually did not watch the entire interview. Did not watch. I watched some things, and when he said it, I was like, yo! I recorded it, the 2 clips that I did for you guys. I was like, I can't believe this. So I must still go watch the whole clip. Probably I'll do another video. Shivambu is too emotional to be logical. He is logical, but the sense he doesn't make it. And friends, let us not think that Floyd and Juju are enemies. I know Floyd, Julius, Ramola, Ronald, and Lebu, even TK Ngisi, only on TV. It's like they are fighting. They're gonna come right. I hope you are right, Matthew. I hope you are right. No one is perfect. We love Juju. Julius Malema is not a saint or perfect, but can people not lie on him, please? Yes, King. I think the country like Burkina Faso also deserve Paseta. Yeah, I hope if someone can approach me and say let's do Burkina Faso, I'll definitely do it. Floyd is a revolutionary. Is on a revolutionary path, King. Let's not make this personal. No, it's not personal at all. Thank you so much. We appreciate what Floyd is doing there in the MK and everything. We're just asking the question, what happened between these two? What happened between our two lovely leaders? We love them. We love Floyd. We love Julius. We love Zuma and everyone. They're on the same side anyway at the end of the day. We love Julius, but his arrogance sometimes rubs many of the wrong way. At some point, we must point these things out if we truly love Julius Malema. For him to reflect honestly. I agree with it. I agree with that, and I think anyone who gets continuously told that, hey, my man, slow down with the ego is a little bit much and whatever. Once they grow, because the Julius Malema we have today is not the Julius Malema of 10 years ago. 10 years ago, if you told Malema what you're saying now, he would have sweared at you. But today, he's wiser and he reacts differently. So, unfortunately, other people they keep what you said 3 months ago, not knowing that you have already reflected and have changed over that. So, I don't think I have always said Julius Malema is changing each and every year. So, he's maturing. He's maturing. Julius is international. Go to Lesotho, they know him quite well. Yes, well, Lesotho is here at home, but anyway, yeah, Julius everywhere. You can say talk about Ghana. They love Julius so much. Burkina Faso, they love Julius so much. Maybe it's a point of culture difference, but trust. But Trump is also arrogant. But people look past that, support him anyways, because Trump has got results. That's why I say we African people, we are concerned about petty things, like the small little things. As now Tambo concerned that him that the man can be difficult sometimes. Yes, so what? Who is not difficult sometimes? I'm sure if you meet someone and they speak about King, they will tell you, King can be difficult sometimes. I'm sure those will be the boys that I train in boxing. They will tell you, coach can be difficult sometimes. It does not listen to us. I'm sure. Who's perfect? Who's perfect? Buffett King. I love Floyd very much. Same as Juju, in such an extent that I hate anyone speak bad about them. On the moment, I am waiting for that moment when I see them shaking hands and smiling. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, DJ. Ash, it's not gonna happen anytime soon, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they are in opposite teams, and they want to win the local election. They're in a competition. EFF or no EFF, whatever Julius does, he's a star will shine. Even if he goes back to the ANC, he will still emerge amongst the best. Agreed, agreed, agreed. What is Stellenbosch is captured some in the MK like Floyd to destroy the EFF. Let's not think that far. The Stellenbosch is not capturing the MK members. But also, it's possible. It's politics. It's possible. Money rules everything. So, I will not rule out that. I will not rule it out. But I don't think that's the case now. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Hey, Buffett. Politics is a dirty game. Politics is a dirty game. So, okay, you guys have not given me an answer. What happened between Julius Malema and Floyd? Money, a woman, or is it just political differences where Floyd wanted to shine, not shine, wanted to lead better than Julius, and Julius did not do his work. And again, one thing I did not like about Julius is saying branches that did not get 10% must not go and vote in the National People's Assembly. I said, how can you punish branches for not getting 10%, but nationally you also did not get 10%? You understand what I'm saying? There was this story linking Floyd to Hillary Geddes' death. Yeah, I remember that thing. I remember that thing. And I remember Julius said I protected him and everything. Hey, let me not get into that one. Let me not get into that one. I remember that story. I remember. I remember. But it's possible that certain people are behaving like this because they are offered huge amounts of money. Yeah, politicians are all about money. Eh? Politicians are all about money. I mean, if you are getting 1.5 million in parliament and somebody can offer you 1.5 million cash, which politician is going to say no? King, go and watch Floyd Shivambu's interview. The guy said a lot. Just listen without any favorite. You will uh, see is progressive. Yeah, no. Listen, I'm not saying Floyd is all bad and everything. And like I said, I did not watch the whole interview. I'll watch it again and probably make another video. But what he said there, where I pointed it out, I did not like. So I'm not that type of a person that will not say what when I don't like something. So I'm not saying Floyd is a bad person or whatever. It's saying there's no, like I said, there's no perfect person. So Floyd has got a right to be his own person. My suspicion is that Floyd wants to be wanted to lead the EFF. Yes, I agree, and I think that was going to be a bad move. As per Paseta community, we start listening to this white monopoly capital's YouTube channel as well. They say things that are very counter-revolutionary, and we must resist them. Hey guys, these YouTube channels of our African people. So that I don't give anyone shine, I'm not gonna name them. Yo, I'm like, this person all right in their head. Are they all right? Ask ground forces of the EFF that interact with Julius and Floyd and hear what they say. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Floyd is not a politician. He is a careerist. He wanted to be the minister in the government of national confusion. He did not get it and he decided to leave. Possibly. I think it's a fight of souls, Saul and David. If you read the Bible, I think there are people tell Floyd, you are clever than Julius, but you are not shining. He shine more than you. I think so, Brother King. That's possible. That's better. Many people have been saying it. Maybe Malema refused to support Floyd on the VBS matter. No, I think they were both in there. So, yeah, they were both in that VBS matter. Only them knows what happened, but their attitude towards each other now is scary. And it's scary, and Julius have not yet responded. When Julius respond, it's gonna be real scary. I remember Julius said Floyd must. I remember Julius say to Floyd, "My guy, I tell you, if you are tired of me, I will leave, and I will leave. What if they reach a point, but Juju refused? Yeah, apologies for calling him fat. Who's fat? No, fat is not an insult. Fat is not an insult. There is insultive ways of calling, body shaming people. Floyd is fat. Fat is not an insult. Let's not be too sensitive now. Fat is not an insult. Fat means that your fat percentage is just too much. And Floyd, yeah, it's thin. Must we say a person is a slender when he's not a slender? No, so he's not fit. He's not fit. Anyway, so that's not an insult. That's not an insult. But if you add something and emphasize, you add a word before fat or after fat, that can be seen as disrespectful. But for me, I know what fat is and I know what fit is. Political difference, King. Floyd said that there was There was a matter of political principle. Yeah. You are not gained that much weight or and claim to be revolutionary. You are feeding yourself. Show me a young, fat revolutionary. If the history of the in the history of the world, Sibuku, no comment, no comment. But why? But why did Malema make the statement that Floyd behind challenges behind he won't hold back? He's a ruthless. Maybe Malema suspected something. Yeah, but also that was wrong for Malema to say. There's things that you don't say out loud, man. Julius Malema's mouth is also his downfall. There's other things that you don't say in politics. You don't say it out loud because people have got egos and everything. So, and you're dealing with elderly people. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Floyd has not given us. I'm happy he gained a lot of weight. Yes. Floyd has not given us a real reason why he left the EFF and resorted to lying on painting the EFF and Julius Malema. Yes, I agree with that. Malema was not invited. Malema was not inviting Floyd when he meeting with celebrities friends like Black Coffee. Floyd felt isolated. Also is jealousy as Malema is a married man with a successful family. It's possible. People can just hate you for being a successfully married person. I have experienced that myself. Listen, I hear you. We learn from mistakes. We learn from mistakes. The feeling because to FMB, the feeling passes to FMB. The feeling passes in FMB was a genesis of all of this, especially in KZN. Yeah, yeah, it's true. But he only 43 with lots to learn. Yeah, that thing of firing people and recalling them because they failed to fill buses. That was a big mistake of Julius. I did say it at that time. You're quite correct. Malema was a fat revolutionary in the beginning. Guys, stop. Floyd feels Julius hijacked the EFF from him. If Floyd asked Julius to join the EFF, he may feel that the party was his brainchild. It was his brainchild. It was his. Floyd said that he was the one who wrote everything, even the organizational redesign document. Yes, it's true. It could be true, but that does not mean Floyd can lead the organization. He's good being there doing the administrative work and Julius being in the forefront, you know. He's even glowing all thanks to Ubaba. Let's be happy for Floyd. uh, the problem is not gaining weight. The issue is how you maintain all that fat. You need money to maintain it. So, King, do you think the EFF is dying a slow death? Yeah, listen, that question is very loaded because why should I lie and say no? The EFF is healthy. People living the EFF is good. They are betrayers. Let them go. Everything that I'm not that type of a person. I voted EFF. I love EFF. 3 ballot papers. I voted for the EFF, but I'm not happy that people are leaving, leaders are leaving, and everything. So dying is a big word. I don't think the EFF is dying for now, but it is regressing. a little bit. Dying is a different story, but they are regressing. They will always be serious political players in South Africa as long as Julius is still there, still pushing. Because I think the young youth that is coming up might revolutionize the party in the future. But for now, they are regressing. But dying, no, I wouldn't say they are dying. No, dying is a big word. But how was the EFF supposed to discipline those people? Was it Julius' decision alone? The past issue. Yeah, that's another. That's a good question. That's a good question. Um, I think you could discipline them in the same manner, but executing it differently. you know the way they said it so proudful, like, yeah, look at that one in KZN, he failed to fill the bus, we fired him, nobody takes you serious where you come from. If you can't fill a bus where you come from, you are gone. I think the tone of which the EFF leadership, Julius was speaking on, was not well received by other people. And it was especially in KwaZulu Natal, and that's where they got the downfall in. So, discipline, the method of discipline is also very important. Julius is a gossiper. He told us intensely that Floyd is dating one of the owners of newsroom. When did Julius say this now? MK is MK is a passing cloud. In another 2 years, the type of the hype around it would have passed. We will be here to witness it. I don't think so. I don't think so. As long as Jacob Zuma is alive, there's no passing cloud of MK. Malema, as pirate supporter, might have been mocking Floyd for his poor Kaizer Chiefs. Hey, Kaizer Chiefs has been giving us stress, yo. Hi, Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs has been giving. Oh, Kaizer Chiefs gives me stress. Bafethu. Yo, Chiefs gives me stress. Yo, don't talk about Chiefs, please. King, kancane kancane uyavela. Uvelaphi manje? I support I suspect that Floyd was blackmailed with VBS files. He had to choose between MK or jail. It's politics. It's possible. It's politics. Kings, among all who are leaving the organization, I only see Floyd better, but I never see the impact that Fana was giving to us in Parliament. Guys, the EFF should have just called me to replace Fana. Fana was doing nothing in Parliament. Can we stop pretending? Can we stop pretending? Then Fana was not adding any value. Not adding, they were just awarding him because he was there in the beginning. There is nothing that Fana was doing. Ow, Fana Mukwena. I know, man. That guy was doing nothing. The EFF. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. Go. What is the MK going to do with Fana? I know other people. You leave $1 million salary to go. That's what I asked when Fana left. I was like, hey, Bafethu, do these people, is Julius Malema that bad that you want to leave your salary in Parliament? Is it that bad? That Fana one got me worried, man. I was like, no, man, there's something wrong. What? Why is these people with Busisio Mkhwana understood that there was going to be an offer for her, but with Fana, I was like, when are we happy? When wakai when? Yena naya queenie. Yes. Anyway, the interview with Snawutambo on the podcast is very interesting as well. Yeah, very, very, very. I saw snippets. I Snaw can talk, eh? I Snaw can talk. I love that guy. Fana was one of those founders who he contributed immensely. Yeah, whatever that means. Also, King, this is South Africa and its politics is different. Watch where COPE is, UDM, etc. Respect your fellow leaders because they must lift up your hands. Yeah, King, don't stress. Chiefs is going to come right. Sorry to go out of the topic. Yeah, leave this thing of yours of harassing us here with Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Don't do it. Okay, my African people, what time is it now? What time is it? Okay, it's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. Okay, we have been talking quite a lot. Hey, mangithi ngifuna ukukhatha neshama comment. It's been a long since we were waiting for the final report on Chedima. Ooh, now ngomunye uqala enye futhi manje. Where is on Chedima Aditana? The Minister of Home Affairs has never said nothing. I told you guys. You know how South Africans are so emotional. You stand with Chedima, they call you a kwerekwer. I've been assaulted and harassed on TikTok with my lives there. People are like, are you even South African? Are you even South African? Do you come from South Africa? Where does your mother come from? Where does your father come from? Because I said, where is the final report? Where is the final report of Chedima? Huh? Politicians who have the same character as Lumumba, Gaddafi, Sankara, and all those true Pan-Africanists, Malema is amongst. Floyd will never. They joined MK for stomach politics, of course. But we'll never know. Let's wait and see what is going to happen at the end. EFF is bigger. It's a bigger player in the progressive parties after MK. Yes, of course, after MK. And also strategic. I don't think pitching of leaders, poaching of leaders from the progressive parties is really a good move, as it has potential of breaking down. Yeah, it's gonna break the progressive movement at some time. Very, I foresee that happening. Busisiwe mentioned amongst something to do with members having to use their financial for organizational matters. Yes, maybe those living feel that bankruptcy is around the corner. Yes, yes. Politicians, they expect you to use your money. I promise you. I promise you. Your petrol, your money, you will pay where you are sleeping and everything. For campaigning and everything, it's very difficult. I'm worried about the response from CRC. Me too. Me too. It's not going to be nice when the CIC responds. Mbalula must be rejoicing. Mbalula is having the day of his life right now. I'm telling you. Hey, umuntu uthi hayi bo sengiyalala manje. Hayi nami sengifuna ukulala manje. Thanks everyone for the live today. Stay blessed. Our people are saying goodbye before I say goodbye. Ansanga, hey Nsile yon king. You are undermining Floyd, ne? When you just came in now. EFF might just ship from progressive forces after the conference. We'll never know. We'll never know. Praying for Juju must not respond anything that said on the interview. Plus the president's wish. Hey, Buffett. Malema has become another Mbalula. No, that's a little bit too deep. Good night, Africans. Good night, Africans. Bye bye. Bye bye. Follow the minerals from South Africa, and they will lead you to who calls the shots in the politics. in politics. The goal is to prevent industrialization by keeping EFF out of power. MK comrades will fight harder amongst themselves over positions. That is true. Already they have protest against unfair dis dispositions of strategic positions. Mark my words, MK will not survive should Jacob Zuma pass away. True, true. Bige Boroko. Boroko will, okay. King next, it will, King next, it will be you. They will be saying they don't have experience to lead, but yeah, I'm expecting that. I'm expecting that. Listen, with okay, let me read the other. Okay, in the end, Malema will survive. Yeah, with me also. At the end, some people will say, like, let's take Paseta from this guy. He knows nothing. I'll be happy that I planted Paseta. I mean, I don't care. I'll move on to other things. I promise you. I'll put that one on record. What Jacob Zuma did not do when he was in power would be able to do when he's 82. Why they are rejoicing after taking EFF members that ANC Zuma planned. Imagine Zuma still loves ANC King. Hi, I hear you, King. I thought I should lead Paseta. Come and lead Paseta, but you will lead Paseta with me. Paseta with me. Yeah, the issue of saying what will Jacob Zuma do that he did not do when he was young is irrelevant. Jacob Zuma is not in the ANC. Jacob Zuma is in a party where he calls the shots 100%. So he can do something different in the MK. But for him to say, I still love the ANC, I'm still an ANC member, confuses the shit out of me. It's a strategic Zumarism political posture. You know, no, 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 no. Your passion started it. It should never be in someone's hands. You are Paseta, and if you leave it, it will suffer. Yeah, hopefully. But if Paseta is 10 years old, 15 years old, I don't think me leaving Paseta will make it suffer. Because Paseta is not a political party, it's a school. It's a village, it's a gated community, yeah, with a mall, with a clinic, with a shopping complex, with a farm and everything. So different people will be running Paseta. I will just have been the person who gave birth to it. So if I die or move or whatever the case can be, I think Paseta will survive on its own because Paseta is not a it's not a political party. My African people, allow me to go and rest. Thank you so much for tuning in and keeping me audience. I'm happy about this thing. Let's wait and see what Julius Malema is going to say about everything. But I don't think his heart is okay receiving this type of news from Batuban, Floyd. I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's nice. So I'm not gonna do a video, but I'll wake up in the morning tomorrow and do a video. I wanted to cover some things that Fikile Mbalula was saying and actually say, this issue of the spaza shop and everything. So yeah, God bless you, Kim, but I don't believe in Zuma till now. I hear you. I hear you. Opportunists will kill it, and the enemies will help them. You are responsible to protect Paseta. Believe you me, I'm doing my best. I hear that Zuma was showing signs of dementia yesterday. The man is old, man. The man is old. Paul Mashatila, President Panyaza, Deputy Secretary General Julius Malema, Chairperson Floyd, TG Sihle Zikalala, or Ronald Lamola. Then South Africa is safe. Thank you for that. Paseta should have a military arm. Paseta has a military arm. Go and read our profile on on our website, www.paseta.co.za. Paseta does have a military arm that we want to establish. Paseta has got a military arm, Paseta has got tourism, Paseta has got a legal arm, Paseta has got a media arm. Paseta has got so many things that you will see there on our profile. We call it our future initiatives that we want to embark in. So Paseta definitely has got a military arm. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Continue to pray for Paseta, continue to donate to Paseta, and of course, we're going to have so many things that we want to do for Paseta, but it's not going to be easy. Don't put too many pressures on us, but put enough pressure so that you guys can see this thing moving, because Paseta is not for King, Paseta is not for me and you and for whatever, but Paseta is for the greater coming generation. We need to do something for the children that are coming after us, because the generation before us has failed us. So let us not fail the generation that comes after us. No, chiefs. Cabinet was perfect, but not Paul as president. Yeah, I agree with that. Not Paul as president. Ga e bi boroko. Shalom. Hi, Boroko. Hi, Boroko. My people, we need to really change. Yeah, we really need to. I will wish to study at Paseta. You must be very young to wish to study at Paseta, but it will graduate. Paseta will graduate itself to becoming a university also. But we don't want to speak about that when we have not yet built the primary and the high schools first. But the big dream is to have Paseta University, of course. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, am I good to go? Am I good to go? Can I get 3 people to release me on the comment section? Am I good to go? Are we all right? We have talked enough, guys. 1 hour 30 minutes almost that we have talked. So am I good? Yes. Nkosana says I can go. Thank you so much. 2 more people. Sleep well, King. You can go. Thank you so much, guys.